I'm not done by like 12:15 or sorry 1:15. I can't make it. But anyway, so I quickly just threw a mono red deck together. I've not read the red cards at all. Like I'm really behind on reading the spoilers, but I'd saw this card and I just wanted to build something around it. So hopefully sometime, Monday or Tuesday we'll be able to get more realistic decks together. And this one's probably not optimal. Like for example, there's 4 Flame of Kelds in this main deck when there should probably only be 3. But I really couldn't think of another card I want in the main deck, and that'll probably any other cards that I would have put in the main deck will probably come out of guilds, and I've probably just not read them yet. So this is one of the reasons I don't want multiple Fleet Daredevils in this deck. I actually don't think the card's particularly good. It's more of a sideboard card, but again, same reason I was 2 cards shy. Didn't really know what to put in. I've not had enough time to read all the guilds cards yet. Um, but so right now it's just going to be looks like it's going to be a vanilla tutu with first strike, which isn't like terrible. All right, great. Thank you, phone. Apparently my phone just decided to start charging. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, that's unfortunate. We had one relevant card in our hand. We had a terrible board, and that relevant card's about to be gone. Thought about playing some rigging runners instead of the Daredevil and the Second Flame, but not 100% sure how good they are. I think they're playable, but I don't really know. So we don't have much going on. And there's no over the top card right now like Hazoret that just wins a game outright. Thought about some Phoenixes, but just not sure. Actually, have to target a player with that? That's weird to me. And there's Bolus. Hopefully we draw a burn spell. Well, that card's not actually good here, is it? We'll do whatever we can. Second Bolus is just crippling. At least there's no Liliana to worry about. They shocked. Wow. Really dislike the look of these. How they changed the counters. We drew 6 lands in our 21 card deck too, so we've drawn basically half the cards that we've drawn as lands. Not going to win in that manner either. Now we've drawn exactly. No, we've drawn more. We've drawn more lands and spells, our usual. 6 lands, 8 spells. This game's pretty much over too. Some chance that we draw like 9 points of burn, but I don't think we'll deal another point of damage with a creature unless it's like exactly Goblin Chain Whirler or a Fanatical Firebrand, and at this point I assume he can just counterspell them. Is that the jump start? Nope, not the jump start one. It's just a counterspell. They have to play something sooner or later and beat us with it. Is this sad that I just don't even want to play a creature anymore? I think Vraska's playing a creature, I think, makes it harder for us to win. Okay, that one's probably fine because it breaks even with Contempt. Still don't think it resolves, but if it does resolve, it resolves only because he knows he can Contempt it. Is this like a Syncopate for 1,000,000? Yeah, we're done on that note. Just too far ahead. Kind of want to bring these in. I think they're probably better than the card like Chain Whirler in a match like this. Do you think the shocks are okay if we're playing Gutter Snaps? Shocks are just like really bad in this match though. So it's kind of weird. I wonder if I should bring in some Fight with Fires to cleanly deal with Nicoboluses. Or if the plan is to ignore them. Yeah, my plan will be to ignore them. Oops, I meant to take out a Flame of Keld. It's a pretty easy keep. Level 1, 2, 3 again. You just have to hope that it's good enough. Hope that he doesn't have the Falsies. How many times do you want me to do that? No Falsies, please. That's actually pretty nice for us. So they have to basically have a removal spell for that Gutter Snap, or we'll probably get too far ahead. This represents 4 additional damage right now. That's absurd. I'm only going to throw one of them, even though we lose a point of damage from that. I don't want them to get a chance to... Okay, I'm going to throw both of them if they have the counter spell. I should have let this resolve first and them do their Sunveil beforehand, but like I said, I'm in a super crunch for time, so all of my plays aren't perfect. Not that they are even when I'm not on a crunch for time. So they'll probably Contempt this and we'll be in pretty bad shape. Not a Contempt, so that's pretty nice. We've still drawn more lands than spells 2 games in a row. Makes it very hard to do anything. But you can see how powerful our draw was, right? Like they had a double removal spell and a counter spell. And we drew more lands than spells, and we're still able to get them to 4 on turn 5 without drawing our more powerful cards. Kind of almost hope he contempts this because that means we know the flame will resolve. Just go ahead and play it anyway. There's too good of a chance that he's got Nicol Bolas or something. I know he can counterspell it this way, and that sucks, but... Alright, no counterspell. That's good. Really like the Jump Shot Glimmer. There's a burn spell, so that's probably going to be enough. We just have to time it right. I think we'll just time it on their turn. Or in response to the Azcanta, then we can untap and play the Siege and try to win that way. So they have nothing, and boom. And we didn't have to show them our Siege Gain friend. Play to the draw. We'll just take out Auto Shocks, actually. We'll cut one of these two. Looking for a slightly longer game. If they want to play, I think they can get off and underneath our early pressure a little bit easier. Hello. They mulliganed. We have a 1-2 but no 3 this time. Really, really like this card. Could have heard a Lightning Strike to get a point of damage, but I think I'd better save it in case they have Bolas. Though honestly, if they have Bolas, we're probably just going to cast a Phoenix and hope that they don't have a Contempt. It's kind of weird. Would love them to play an Azcanta or something so we know that our Phoenix resolves. Hey, it resolved! Yay us! Goodbye land. Decisions, decisions. I think this is the better overall decision. We just have to hope they don't have a second Nicobolus, because this Flame of Keld's pretty powerful. Okay, they're done. Match 1. I feel like I've got paired versus them a lot in the past 3 days. Hello, opponent, where are you? We have things to make you feel bad. We get to play first. Go us. Hand is reasonable, though it's not perfect. We have a Duplicate Flame, which is bad. We have a Dire Fleet, which isn't great. We have no 1-drop. We have no burn spell. And apparently they have all of that. Whatever. Let's hope they don't have a shock. No shock, so that's good. Have a lot of X1s here, though. Hopefully they don't have the Chain Whirler, or that we do hit our land. 1-drop on turn 2, yeah. Was not a Chain Whirler. What the hell is this card? Huh. That card is better than the... is much better than the Gutter Snaps that I'm playing. Man, how good is Chain Whirler versus me? Just kill half my army, casually. Oh, what do you know? And we're dead, folks, as they still have 4 cards and we basically have 1. It's better to play this than the Flame. Boom. Another land. I should have attacked first. Improper sequencing, but you live. This card's really good. I don't know about this. Seems like they have too many 3-drops. Another land. Feels like our opponent has too many 3-drops. Could have held the mountain there too, I guess. So we need some burn spells here. It's fine. Oh, they have Dire Fleet too. We have no target for you though, friendo. Why'd you cast a 2-1 into our... That card's neat. I don't think that card's good. So we really need to draw a Goblin Chain Whirler this turn. Might actually win the game with a Goblin Chain Whirler. It doesn't change too much. Still looking to draw a Goblin Chain Whirler. Does mean we have to draw something or we're dead though. Did not draw our Goblin Chain Whirler. We're not completely out of this game. Any removal spell and we're dead on the spot. That's a removal spell. Nice draw. Okay, so we want all of these. I think we want all of these. I think we can get rid of a lot of our extra X1s. Probably want to land. Probably get rid of these. I'm not comfortable getting rid of any of our removal spells, really. I think I can actually get rid of the Fanatics. I don't think the Fanatics do a whole lot. Basically, we're trying to win with our 4-drops, and everything that we have in the deck is, other than the Gifu Lavamancer, is trying to like help us get to there. I guess the Runaway Steamkin technically doesn't as well. You think the Frenzy's super broken? It did not seem impressive to me. It seems like a 4-mana spell that does nothing the turn it comes into play, and potentially does nothing the following turn. It's just like a land on top of your deck, it literally does nothing. And you have to pay 4 mana to sacrifice it? Seems like some of the time it's broken, but all of the time it's not, and that's not the type of card I want to play with. I want to reduce the variance as much as I possibly can. But you can't play more than one of them, right? You can only play one. It still doesn't let you play more spells if there's like a land. This hand's pretty decent. I think the... I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think the... like, I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think the... like, I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average gives you more. 'Cause I think this card on average casting this thing. If they have it, they have it. It's not like we have anything else. And they had it. That's fine. I'm going to play this first because they've already showed us the burn spells that can remove Killing Phoenix, so I'd better just start trying to get value. Why are they trying to empty their hand? Oh, that explains why they're trying to empty their hand. I've already netted one card here. They shocked. I had 2 lands on top of my deck. That's ridiculous. Again, 9 lands, 5 spells this game. And then they had to sacrifice their thing. Fine. Well, my little Vance's blasting station is just making their thing look bad. I guess we'll flip the blasting station, even though I don't know if we should. I think there's a good argument to not flip it here. Especially on a turn that we can't quite activate it. There's a real good argument to not flip that there. Potentially lost a game flipping that. We also put them on a 3-turn clock though. Now we've drawn 10 spells, or 10 lands and 7 spells. And they have Field of Ruin. So I was right that I should not flip it, and it potentially cost us the game. Especially when we somehow draw our 12th land. On a positive note, we should get spells now. And our opponent's drawing 1,000,000 lands as well. Alright, well, we win. He's not going to be able to deal 14 damage to us in an untap, and these two alone win after the Flame of Kel trigger. I should have some lightning coils on my sideboard. This is a large mistake that I don't. Don't care about that. We're just going to untap and win. Alright, so now we know not to flip Blasting Station. want to change anything from the plate to the side? Almost want to play one of those, but I don't think these games play out typically like the one just played out. I think I have to mulligan this. No, we keep. Hand's not great, but. Runaway Steamkin's a lot worse on the draw than the play. Because if you play this on 2, it's very easy for them to just untap and chain whirl. I'm gonna play it anyway because our hand's so weak. But like if our hand was even average and we hadn't mulliganed, I would not cast this here. Basically exactly gambling. I know he's already got a way to kill it, but like if he spends his entire turn to kill it this way, like I'm pretty fine with that as well. If he uses a burn spell to kill it and it's like a shock or something, potentially we can Dire Fleet this thing. So basically, anything that he does other than Chain Whirler, I'm not too upset about. They didn't have it. That's interesting then. I think I'm just going to cast this anyway and get really blown out. I'm mainly casting this because I want to play this next turn, and since we're going to be drawing 2 spells, the odds of us being able to double spell on the Flame of Keldturn is great. But if we have this in our hand, we're not likely to be able to triple spell. If he was going to do this, I think he should have done it during his main phase to try to get another land. They're really not going to play anything else. It's weird to me. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to get the double spell. We're just going to play Phoenix into Phoenix. Get our first strike on here. Guess he's changing his mind. He wants all his cards. Fine with me. Goodbye, homie. You'll be missed. What do you do? 2 damage to target creature, destroy target. Okay. I don't think that card's very good. It's pretty good in this spot, though. It's a way to kill Phoenix. I don't think it's very good overall. Still casting Phoenix. It's not like I have enough removal spell to actively not cast it and feel good about myself. Hey, they have their own Phoenix. Guess we're not attacking anymore. Goblin Chainwhirler would be a good draw. So they can use the 2 cards they have in play if they want to kill this, but it's probably not too profitable for them. Or Direfleet can attack next turn. Well, not next turn, but next turn. I guess I block you with First Strikey, friend. Mentor's kind of cool on that card. It's probably my favorite part of it. Guess we'll just pass here. We have 10 damage in our hand. Probably won't get to play them in that manner, though. Goodbye, friendo. Really gonna need to draw a Goblin Chainwhirler, and we have 1 draw step. We keep drawing half of our deck as lands. That's not the end of the world. Our opponents officially played more spells than us. By 2. And still has 2 cards in their hand. While looking at the same number of cards as us. Is this round 1 or 2? It's round 2. Yeah, I'm not going to make my pre-release. Because for some reason red opponents take 6 more minutes than me. Like legitimately playing on Facebook, talking to chat, doing work off screen, and still like beating them by 5 minutes in clock. It's fine. Hopefully they attack with everything. Alright. Well, hopefully we draw Phoenix. Or Chain Whirler. Hmm. That probably lost us the game, but let's see if we can get lucky. We draw 3 cards next turn. It's not unreasonable that we draw 2 3-point burn spells. Beyond 3-point burn spells now, I'm not sure how we even get back into the game. Like, we have 4 Dire Fleet Daredevils in our deck too, so we only have to draw. We can draw. Excuse me. 2 of any Wizard Lightning Strike Daredevil. But that's all we have. We got 3 cards to draw 2 of them. I think there's 10 left in our deck, so we're like 25% to draw 1. So it'd be pretty lucky if we do get it. But we'll see. Who knows? I'm definitely choking to death. Something went down the wrong pipe just then. If they just attack with those, like drawing a Goblin Chain Whirler and a Burn Spell might, or like 2 Goblin Chain Whirlers might buy us another turn. Alright, deck. Let's get incredibly lucky. Strike 1. We gotta hit 2 for 2 now. That one's not good enough. To say we use it on you. It might buy us another turn, but like if he doesn't have a burn spell, it's okay. It's not great. If it buys us another turn, though, we only have to draw 1 of any 3-point burn spell to win on the following turn. And he can only deal 8 damage with the ground if he removes my Chain Whirler. So there's a good odds that I get another turn now. He'd have to have a way to kill the Chain Whirler and a way to deal 2 damage. So now we're drawing about a 25% chance to win. I think roughly about that. How many have we used? I'll double check. We've used 2 strikes, 1 Wizard's Lightning, 1 Daredevil. So we have actually less outs than I thought. We have 3, 6, 8. So we have about a 20% chance to win. So Direfleet Daredevil beats us, but I assume he doesn't have it because he's taking, 7 years. Captain Lannery doesn't beat us. It does if he has a burn spell now. Guess I'm supposed to block this one. Alright, let's hit our 20%er. That's not our 20%er, and the game's pretty much over on that note. can make him block. Making him block's as good as us blocking ourselves. Technically can only attack for 8, so if he has land on top of his deck, or like land, or like, I don't know. We have no out now. I don't know what I'm even like hoping for. You can deal 7 damage to us, put us down to 2 with just a board, but that's whatever. That's game. Actually, I feel like we got pretty unlucky there towards the end. So he was ahead most of the game. Keep pretty easily. Celestia could be hard for this deck in general. Not a giant fan of the art on that thing. That's a good card. Still think I want to play this. I don't think Experimental Frenzy is as good as the Vance's Blasting Station. Actually, don't think Frenzy's particularly a good card. Our opponent played it like all 3 games versus us, and it just did not seem very good. I've also not read the entire spoiler, so I didn't even know that was a card till they played it. I'm obsessed with Flamekin though. I think the card's very good. The argument that I shouldn't have attacked with this. Because now he can attack with this for 3 if they want. I don't see how it could ever be a draw 3 or 4 every time you see it on average. About a third of your decks, more than a third of your decks lands on average. It feels hard for me to be a draw 3 or 4 every time you see it, and it does nothing the turn it comes into play at all. And then every single time you have like double land on top of your deck, it does nothing. I have no idea what Invokes is. Just don't know what that card is. So we're going to double block and take 6. They're just going to concede. Alright. Well, winning. I think this is pretty good here. I feel like we need these here as well. Daredevil probably shouldn't be in my main deck to begin with. I'm going to get rid of a lot of these random X1s because versus tokens, it seems like these X1s are hard to deal damage other than when they come down. Also, don't think Firebrand does much. They don't have a lot of X1s that I want to kill. So I'm going a little bit bigger here. I probably should bring in the Blasting Station here too. I don't know what I would take out for the additional Blasting Stations. Just kind of like trying to be a bigger red deck. Destroy target artifact or enchantment gain 4. That card actually seems good. Oh! I thought you were talking about your red card, card in your red deck. We'll keep this hand, but it's not good. My bad, I thought you were talking about a red deck. Yeah. going to take the 1 to make sure he doesn't play the legend post-combat. Gaining 1 life sucks, but, getting to attack with that legend sucks more. No. Does it just not have anything? Okay. Flower's a really good magic card, I think. Willing to kill this now, because if he just played a legend, we have to fight with fire. But red's the best, man. Kinda don't want to play this, but I'm going to. I just don't want him to get too big on the board and be able to flip this early. Ugh, that's one of the reasons that we killed the first one. We definitely block if he doesn't have a cast out. Doesn't have a cast out, so I guess that's good. Smash that quickly. Because next turn, if he has a land, he'd be able to attack and pump with the Legion. Oh, another one of those? That's a lot of those. Pretty easy block. Hello, says the Siege Gang Commander. How are you today? They don't have a good play this turn. We might be turning a corner. Do not seem to have a good play. Go ahead and kill these before that. March of the Multitudes, so... This seems like weird timing, because what if I still have a Goblin Chain Whirler? What if I still have a Goblin Chain Whirler? Seems like they just get wrecked. Anyway, we're dead now. We're not dead, I mean. We take like 7 this turn and we have a chance to top deck it. If they have another flower, we're dead. Then they don't attack with them? Why do you not attack with them if you have it? I guess they have another March of the thingies and they were looking to go super big. So if they have another one, they only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tokens here. Alright, well 6 tokens isn't as scary as the other. Yeah, I don't understand the no attack. I won't keep attacking. Have to get this game over with before they draw another one of this angel or the other angel. So like we're netting a dead thing a turn. It's probably enough for me. I don't see why they're just not waiting for flower. I don't feel like they're actually gaining much traction here. Oh, if they just have another march, we're dead. You certainly can't beat the third march. Also, didn't need to attack at all if you had the third march. Wonder if we can steal a march. That'd be kind of cute. That's just too cute, right? Like, that's never going to actually happen. That's just me trying to be a Weisenheimer. Yeah, this is just me trying to be a cute ass. I think March is really, really good. Hand's fine. It's not great. We have double Phoenix, though. There's no Ixalan's Binding Rexus, but cards these. No, not a Baffling End. That was our little homie. Or if I ever supposed to save these just so I see a march. Our opponent seems to be mana screwed. So we will provide them no mercy. No quarters shall be given to the mana screwed opponent. Hey, we drew a bunch of Phoenixes this game. Way to be, wait for that RNG to happen. Our opponent draws 3 Marches last game. We draw 3 Phoenixes this game. Seems like something suspect about the shuffler. Uh-oh. Well, problem. We don't have the land. Maybe they will block. They're probably just going to double block because double blocking is better, but single block, double blocking doesn't do anything. But for some reason, they always do it on Moto. Because like we would have first struck the 1 and they would have just dealt 2 damage, but they always do it on Moto, so I was amazed that they didn't. It's like they play around you being able to give your thing trample or something. It happens every time you play Moto. It's kind of ridiculous. Now they're into the part of the game where they can start casting settled or wreckages and stuff. We have to worry about things like that. Draw a Fight with a Fire or any of our 17 lands and feel pretty good here. It doesn't feel good. What? I'm attacking for more than you're gaining this way. I literally don't understand something. I don't quite understand what goes on there then. So we just win, right? I think we just win. Somehow. I haven't figured it out. Maybe we don't. We can attack them for 13? That's not very good. Um, hmm. Sure would have been nice to have one more mana or one wizard. I guess I'm supposed to attack with everything? And maybe they'll make a bad block somehow? Well, that's not a good block. That's slightly better. Alright, what do we want to do? If we kill this, probably the best. All of our things save this way. They only gain 2 life. Makes it hard for the Lyra to attack. And it makes us be able to block the Lyra if we want. Well, if I attack with everything, they block here, I kill this, they take 8. I should have attacked with the Lava Runner as well. This is just a play mistake. Just a straight play mistake. Yep, just a straight play mistake. I messed up and didn't send the Lava Runner in for the win. It's kind of a tilt that I'm that bad. It was like really, really bad of me. Super bad of me. I have officially embarrassed myself. If they're attacking the game 5, does that mean they have a second one of those, or does that mean now they have to settle? And now they have hexproof as well. I think I punted this game off. If I attack with everything now, they're going to block the biggest. They're going to go up to 10. They're going to take 11. Is that right? So I should have won last turn. I think I win this turn. Should have won last turn though. It was like a stupid play mistake. Again, I'm trying to get done with this event in time to get to a paper pre-release. I have to win, or I have to play 2 matches in about 18 minutes to get there. So I'm definitely not putting as much thought into my plays as I normally would, which sucks. I thought I clicked play already. Sans clear keep. I mean, we may cut it short at just 4 matches a day. Like, I really want to go to a paper pre-release. I've not been to one yet. This hand's gas, by the way. Which one are you? You're a pretty good one. Just go ahead and play him. Because this is a pretty better one. Is that the one that makes goblins? Yeah. It's the one that makes goblins. Smash Hulk. Hulk Smash. Doing mono red things. Scatter. I like this card. I've always wanted this card to be good. I'm willing to trade my shock plus a thing to get the challenger off the table now. So this technically trades the board, potentially. If they have a burn spell, I think at the end of this, look, we still have one Chain Whirler. They have 4 cards in their hand though, but they're an effective 6 life, and we have the chain dilly dally. Snapping some gutters. And there's a Lyra. We're probably dead then. Main deck Lyra from the Boros aggro deck. Not going to beat that. Is that Tajik? Sure. Can't win now. Thought this game was over, but now I think we have no outs. Look at our draw step and then potentially concede. Well then. We'll bring in the cool package. We'll get rid of the things that are more cute than good. Actually want that as well. And then we're going to cut some number of other creatures. Just trying to go a little bit bigger to match them. Probably going to cut the lava runners. I think our Wizard's Lightning's still fine. It's just a 3-mana burn spell in a match like this. Yep, this hand's a keep. It's another Boros Challenger. Another Boros Challenger. Hmm. It's basically making our Boros Challenger bigger. Trying to get it out of range from burn spells, so we need to get it to a 6. That's the 2/5 that does stuff, right? Trample Vigilance, that doesn't do anything. I'm afraid of Lyra, so I'm just going to do this. Oh, for some reason I thought that was going to get a 5th counter. Shouldn't it have got a 5th counter? Oh, it can't get infinite counters. That card's worse than I thought it was. I thought this card could get infinite counters. Well, that's pretty bad of me. That's what I get for not reading the cards. What if I was ever supposed to just save this fight with fire and dome them for 10? I want to hold this back because I don't want to trade this for just this, and he could double block here. So if we draw another fight with fire, we can just dome them for 9? That seems solid. Another one of those, that's pretty good. Yeah, we could have, but they would have still had 3 life, right? We wouldn't have won, would we? I wonder if we were supposed to save it to, like, finish them off. It has Vigilance and Trample. Guess I'm just taking 4. This might not be worth it. Yeah, I don't like how I played this game. I actually just thought this did other things. I think I've messed up this game a pretty large amount like that. Feel like I'm trying to draw Fight with Fire or like Siege Gang Commander or something to even win now. Maybe our cannon. There's the Lyra we've been worrying about. JK. Wasn't worrying about it. Not now, not ever. I definitely did not play this game well. I don't think I want to change anything from the play to the draw, though. We keep it. It's a little on the weaker side of our draws, but we have some of our top end. Just have to try to draw some lands. I'll go ahead and shoot this down now. I had no burn spell, so that's good. If he blocks, we Wizard's Lightning, and we're Gucci. If he doesn't block, we Phoenix, and we Gucci. Obviously would have rather him block. The card's really good. For some reason I thought it said target another creature when I first read it, and I thought it was bad. But then I realized just last game that it can target itself, and I realize now it is not bad. Hulk Smash. Short. Was he targeting? Weird. So he wanted to see if I'd play a burn spell? I'm not sure. Yeah, this card's a lot better than I thought it was. Like I said, I've not really read the spoiler yet, and everything I've read's just been me trying to speed through my reading to like get matches up because I've been so limited on time lately. Hmm. Feel like we're not attacking now. We're defensive boys. Sure. Is that block here? We've almost stabilized, depending on what's in their hand. I think I'm just going to attack with the 2, that way we can block if he draws the haste thing. Eek. Well, this is a problem. So it gains vigilance that way. So I think we just have to take the 1 point of damage. Oh, it doesn't get first strike. Derp. Or it doesn't get haste. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, we're still alive for now. Has the corner been turned? Who knows? We'll find out. I'm going to play around Tajic. This might be too greedy. I'm giving them multiple draw steps to hit Chain Lightning or something, but shouldn't have let them attack either. Alright, boys, we can do it. Fade one time. Just fade a draw step. And the Boros deck looks impressive. Nice, we did it. We beat 3 of that big thing. Didn't we, or did we just beat 2? Oh god, it fell. Oh, we beat, okay, 3 flyers. Alright, well anyway, we're 3-1. Here's the quick deck list we threw together. Oh, you're right, I'm not, because it's got Mentor. I forgot about Mentor. Good point, Phil. Thank you. But anyway, we gotta hop off here. Take care, everybody. Sorry that we only got to play 4 matches today, but it is what it is. Real life, etc. Anyway, thanks guys for coming by. I played terrible. I played fast. It was awful. The deck list isn't great, but we're living our lives. Take care, everybody. I'm gonna go Boros people at the pre-release.